This is a Pecha Kucha presentation of my personal strategic management in the near future about sustainable agriculture. By the year 2050, the world's population is estimated to reach a staggering 9 billion, requiring the production of at least 70% more food to meet the average global consumption. Yet the amount of land available for agriculture is expected to decline due to land degradation caused by inappropriate cultivation practices. It is becoming clearer today that we need to reform our food system from a conventional system to one that is sustainable. And sustainable agriculture is the answer because it is ultimately the best way to grow food for people, for the health of the planet, and for profitability. Sustainable agriculture learns from what nature has to teach us about how natural productivity truly works and to create systems that are both naturally productive and naturally efficient. By all means, aquaponics is one of the best systems to produce food the natural and sustainable way. During the 10th and 11th centuries, the Aztecs developed a system of floating gardens based on hydroponics. The famous Hanging Gardens of Babylon, one of the seven wonders of the ancient world, are largely believed to have functioned according to hydroponic principles. And are you wondering what is aquaponics? The simplest definition is that it is the marriage of aquaculture and hydroponics that grows fish and plants together in one integrated system. The fish waste provides an organic food source for the growing plants, and the plants provide a natural filter for the water where the fish live in. Here are some advantages of aquaponics versus traditional agriculture. Aquaponics is closed loop regenerative system, uses significantly less resources and inputs, uses 5 to 10% of the amount of water used in traditional agriculture, no chemical fertilizers, and can be grown anywhere and significantly less food mile. Aquaponics and hydroponics are both types of hydroculture gardening techniques. Hydroponics is the method of cultivating plants without soil. Instead, nutrients are added to water and plants receive nutrients from hydroponic solution, while aquaponics use the same principle, but the only difference is that plants receive nutrients from fish waste. And why do aquaponics? It's sustainable, organic, low carbon footprint, mercury free fish, use less water, no cultivation, low maintenance, and produces more food. Aside from those reasons, there are so many benefits aquaponics can give us. It is 10% more productive than traditional gardening. Healthy, great tasting produce. Work well for most plants. Uses nature's nitrogen cycle to benefit fish and plants. Fish can be harvested or kept as pets. And here are the types of aquaponics system. Flood and drain system, the NFT or nutrient film technique. Aeroponic system, DWC or deep water culture, and vertical aeroponic. And what can you grow in an aquaponics system? Plants that will do well in any aquaponics systems are any leafy lettuce and most kinds of herbs, tomatoes, peppers, cucumbers, beans, bananas, onions, watermelons, melons, strawberries. You just name it and aquaponics will grow it for you. And what species of fish can raise in an aquaponics system? Fish that can be raised in an aquaponics system with good results are tilapia, bluegill, sunfish, koi, various ornamental fish, carp, barramundi, yellow perch, catfish, and largemouth bass. Where does aquaponics fit? Aquaponics fits in homes, schools, communities, urban gardening setup, restaurants, repurposed buildings, and even large commercial production buildings. By incorporating the greenhouse technology to the aquaponic system, one can increase the crop productions. This method is also used to protect the plants from adverse climatic conditions such as cold, wind, extreme temperature, insect, and diseases. It also minimizes the use of pesticide and it expands the growing season and increases food safety. Automation in the system can also be utilized, but there is no substitute for physical inspection to address the different issues in water management, fish and plant health, and the total flow of the system. Plant and fish are not the only key players in the system, but by integrating some farming techniques, aquaponics can offer limitless possibilities in producing foods. We can integrate vermiculture to the system by feeding the waste of the plants, such as roots or unwanted leaves, to the worm, and we can use the vermicompost to fertilize soil, growing crops. Worm tea can also be used to provide biopesticides and foliar fertilizers to the plant. And we can also use the leftover parts of the fish to produce black soldier fly to create another source of protein to the fish. And we can integrate chicken for its waste to produce more soldier fly to feed the fish. And with the chicken, we can produce eggs. Another technology that can be utilized in aquaponics system is vertical farming technique. Vertical farming increases growing area, year-round production. It protects the crop from extreme weather conditions, remediates gray water, no agrochemicals, no fossil fuels, and no agricultural runoff. Vertical farming returns farmland to nature, restoring ecosystem functions and services the way it should be. Whatever system is adopted, it cannot be denied that aquaponic is fascinating food growing system. To date, it is recognized as the most water efficient food growing system in the world and the most environmentally approach to sustainable agriculture. So let's go organic. Let's do aquaponic.